Welcome to WeatherNation. Meteorologist Rob Bradley, Steve Glazier here with you as we assess some of the damage video from Andover, Kansas yesterday. Heartbreaking on one hand, Rob, because you see hundreds to maybe even 1,000 homes and structures damaged by this, but heartwarming to know, according to the Andover fire chief this morning at a press conference, no reported deaths with this at this time.
Yeah, that's great news. One serious injury reported, couple minor injuries, but considering all the damage we're seeing and the video coming in from our field correspondents, it is almost a miracle that no one was more seriously hurt.
And I was looking back at the radar, and it's really happened fast.
Yeah.
It occurred about 8 o'clock yesterday evening, so a Friday evening, people just getting off work, school, and detaching from social media and their technology. But we want to look at some indicators, damage indicators with you. And one thing we look at so many things, but one are the vehicles, because these weigh a lot, a ton or two.
Yeah.
And when they get tossed like that,
these are heavy too. This is on top of a vehicle.
Yes, which has been tossed. So the dumpster tossed and the vehicle tossed, and that ends up on top. Then we look at some aerial video, and you see trees down, but then you also look to the homes, and you look at the way they're built, but also how much damage is on each home.
Yeah, and it certainly looks like these are well-built structures. It's tough to tell the materials they're built with appear to be mainly wood structures. Of course, they don't stand up as well as brick structures do or concrete. However, they have suffered some significant damage. Some of these homes are almost completely destroyed.
Yeah, and a lot of them find that common roof getting ripped off. Again, some other video to look at, the car getting tossed here, and then the side of this home getting crushed. So everybody wants to kind of know how strong was this, but it takes some time for all of these damage assessments to happen.
That's right. They have to survey basically all of the damage. They have to look at pictures because they determine that rating strength along the entire path. So it could be EF1 for a while, then jump to EF2, have a short, small section of EF3 damage potentially.
Right.
You know, we're not saying any of these numbers are what we're going to see for this tornado, but they have to survey everything, and that takes time.
And the number that you hear when we show it to you, it's the strongest point. So it has, like you said, those weaker parts and stronger parts. Well, we can check the boxes of what we have seen. We've seen considerable damage, roofs torn off homes, trees uprooted, and cars lifted off the ground. So we know we're talking at least EF2. Now it gets to the question of how far up the EF scale we go to 3 or 4, because then you start to talk about things like houses severely damaged or trains overturned. I haven't seen any train video, but certainly we've seen the cars lifted.
Right, yeah, we've seen numerous examples of those cars being lifted and tossed around, structures being destroyed. So, you know, my bet would be somewhere up in this range for some of the damage that we've been seeing. But of course, we have to give the surveyors time to complete their survey.
We do know that that is considered a violent tornado once you get up into these categories, EF3 or stronger. And, you know, we're going to see how far we get up, because once you get EF4, that's 166 and beyond for miles per hour, and you start to get small missiles and vehicles thrown long distances. So Weather Service meteorologists out there right now surveying that damage as we speak. Could take a little while for them to make their conclusions.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that area already is in a severe weather threat as we get back into the Monday time frame. So hopefully those folks can recover quickly and get ready for this next severe weather event.